Welcome to Everyday with Eve. Today, I'm looking at when surviving starts costing more than living, the rising cost of living. The hard truth is that when living shrinks, survival grows. You start budgeting, not for growth, but for gaps. You start budgeting, not for dreams, but for delays. Life slowly shifts from building something to just keeping it together. And that's what most of us are doing. That's what we find ourselves doing. This is the reality we are living in today. Food prices are around 12 to 18% higher than a few years ago in the UK. That's according to research. Rent and bills keep rising faster than wages for many people. Food is up, rent is up, and energy is up. So the question everybody is asking is, how are we going to survive this? When is it going to get better, or is it going to get better? Why are we working harder just to afford the same lifestyle? Maybe the real question isn't how much things cost, but what we are losing just to keep up. Surviving the cost of living is not about earning more. It's about playing the game differently. Surviving the cost of living is not about earning more. There are people who are going to go for two jobs, go for more jobs, more hours to try to combat the problem. But there are better solutions, because when you're doing too much hours, too much work, it might affect your mental health. And you might be losing out in some areas, especially if you're a parent. Your children are not going to have quality time with you because you're busy working. Right now, those who are earning more are not surviving. It's those who are smart spenders. It took me time to think that, But so it's not about getting more jobs, more hours, but it's about smart spending, and it's about doing things differently. So there are practical ways to regain some control so you can have a breathing space. Do not panic. Start with clarity. Where is your money going? Unnoticed costs add up. Draw up a financial statement. It shows you what is coming in and what is going out. And then you are in control of your finances, and that will reduce worry and anxiety. Prioritize your stability. Focus on your priority debts. Your mortgage, your rent, your housing cost, your food, your utilities, those are priority debts. You may need to cut down on non-essentials. Reduce your spending. No more Costa coffee. You know it costs you not much to make coffee at home or to make coffee in a flask. But you go to Costa Coffee, where they won't like me saying this, will they? They will think I'm driving their customers away. But just coffee at Costa is not cheap. Reduce your spending, and this will protect your mental health. You know, when you're worrying about money and you're anxious, it affects your mental health, it affects your mood, it affects your work, it affects home, it affects your children, it affects your family, because you bottled up, carrying all that weight, carrying all that stress. You may not be able to fix the cost of living crisis on your own, but you can make decisions that reduce pressure and increase control and protect your well-being over time. And I'm going to look at Psalm 37, 18 to 19, and it says that even in difficult times, even in the times of famine, those who trust God have abundance. What does this mean? Trust God and not the economy. I've come to the end of this video. Like, share, subscribe, and see you when I upload my next video. Bye.
Want to ask Eve a question? Send an email to everydayquestionswitheve@gmail.com. Thanks for watching.